deep dive into attention and a deep dive into the Ukraine crisis. I am Kristina Tahel. Here I recapitulate pivotal sections of first principles in direct quotes from Dr. Marc Gafni or Barbara Marx Hubbard, woven together from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths broadcast. Last week, Dr. Gafni and Dr. Zachary Stein facilitated a 4-day symposium at the Monastic Academy for the Preservation of Life on Earth. Dr. Tom Ronan Goddard, who serves on the board of the Center for World Philosophy and Religion, set our intention, and Dr. Elena Maslova-Levin, co-author of Glory to the Heroes, the first 4 weeks of the Russian-Ukraine war, took us into our evolutionary sense-making. Tom began with the iconic phrase from the great American play, Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. Attention must be paid, calling us each to attend to each other for no other reason than that we are human beings. Then Tom invited us to pay attention to it all, the entire human family and all of our cousins in the animal and plant kingdoms, which are all having terrible things happen. Actually, many terrible things on every continent and all the seas that embrace us all. In this moment of communion, Tom brought us into our deepest presence, opening our hearts wide, embarking us on a sacred journey of awakening, both as individuals and as a community. Guided by the radiant light of divine consciousness, letting us hand in hand fearlessly face both the meta-crisis and the intimacy disorder at its roots, so that we could find ever deeper intimacy, not only with each other, but with all of creation and with that animating eros that continues to give birth in each moment and in every moment. As we watch, often in horror, the intricate tapestries of our world, we witness manifestations of this global intimacy disorder, a dance of rivalrous conflicts and fragile systems. And in witness, Elena took us into the continuing war in Ukraine and how our responses could emerge from and be most deeply aligned with the new story of value rooted in first principles and first values. Elena started with Marc's moment of intuitive moral clarity in the face of the blatant violation of value, the unprovoked aggression against a peaceful country, and recapped Marc's initial response in the beginning of the war that remains as true as ever. 1, help Ukraine in any way we can. Ukraine and Russia are filled to the brim with outrageous pain to which we have to respond with outrageous love. 2, to see things clearly, sense-making and clarified perception, including not splitting anything off. Hence, no demonization or dehumanization of anyone, of Putin or Russia or anyone, yet not taking the easy road of moral equivalence either. And since the story we are living from inevitably shapes our perception, it has to include all levels of intimacy: egocentric, ethnocentric, world-centric, and cosmocentric. Also, including actually listening to everyone and having our facts right. Finally, keep telling and refining the new story of value as the only most effective response to the global meta crisis. Elena and Tom's work came together as Elena held out. It is a moral obligation of every human being to be willing to experience the Ukraine crisis fully and to be willing to experience the meta crisis fully. Attention must be paid.